Hi, welcome to my page. If you are new, welcome. If you are coming back, welcome back. My name is Cassie. I'm so glad to have you guys here today. And this week we are going to talk about my manifestation journey a little bit more in more detail, and to kind of go over some of the things that I have manifested on my journey. So just give you a little recap here, if especially for if you're new and just seeing me for your first time. I have been on a conscious manifestation journey for about 2 years now, and I have manifested different things. The first thing I manifested was my healing of my past traumas and just different things that I've gone through in my life that I really needed to, work through. And with that healing, and, in order to really manifest your best things that you want to bring in, especially for like the bigger, things like financial abundance and excuse me, financial abundance and just different, bigger things. Like I said, you need to do a bit of healing. And in that healing that I was able to manifest, I also was doing self-concept work, so I was doing a lot of positive talk to myself. I was, when I was getting negative things or negative thoughts, I was rebuking them and saying, nope, that's not, and replacing them with something positive. Because in order to manifest, you have to be at a vibrational match to that thing. So if you want to bring in financial abundance, or if you want to bring in anything really, you have to really believe it, and you have to be at that level where you can get it. Because if you are, kind of being like an Eeyore, like, oh, I'm not worthy, or, this isn't going to happen for me, or poor me, and just like never really stepping into or believing in yourself, that you deserve more and that you can have more, you'll never get there. So that's why the self-concept is really important. And I did a lot of the I ams. I was doing every morning. I was doing like, I am worthy, I am wealthy, I am, just all the different I ams that was things that I was working on for myself. And then also I was doing, and I still do, but I was doing a daily gratitude journal of 3 to 5 things that I was thankful for. So I think, at the same time of kind of, telling yourself and training yourself, your subconscious mind, that you are worthy of the things that you want, and telling yourself a different story and training your mind to believe that different story of yourself, and on top of being thankful for everything that you do currently have, and even being thankful for the things that you have not yet received, would be like, is a complete game changer with this. So with that being said, like I mentioned earlier in this video, is that I have manifested, my healing journey, and I am healed, and that was, a huge weight that was lifted off my shoulders with that. And God has definitely, did his magic and healed things that I could have really never done on my own, to be honest. So that was great. And, I've also been manifesting, and I did do it, manifesting my health in my hair, right? Because I was bleaching it for probably, I don't know, a year and a half or 2 years. And it really started to get thin, and, the bleach was taking its damage. So I stopped really doing it as much as I was. And I do like a daily, or not a daily, weekly mask on my hair. I'm only washing it a few times. So I've been just following this this way of trying to get the health back in my hair. And, for a long time as well, for whatever reason, my hair wasn't growing past a certain length. It was just stopping no matter what. So now that I've made these changes, my hair has grown a few inches actually, and is doing good. So I am very thankful for that. I also, I during my manifestation journey, like I had like a journal and I was writing certain things down that I wanted to bring into my life. Okay. And one of the things that I was manifesting was, a certain amount of money. And so I would put that amount of money down in my journal and say, this is the amount. And when I was doing my visualization and stuff like that and my thought process, that's the amount that I was, hoping for, right? Because when I started doing this journey, it was like, because I was brand new to it, of the realization, right, of being a conscious manifester. And I was putting down this one amount and I ended up manifesting double that or almost double that. So it was really, a game changer. So, when you put the amount that you want, you may not get that amount. You may get more or maybe even less depending on where you are, because, there was lots of things that I had to do in order to manifest that money in. I had to really take some time to become more financially, what is the word I'm looking for? To be more, what is the word I'm looking for? Hold on here. It'll come. I just needed to learn. This is not the way I want to say it, but this is just the way it is. The way that I'm going to have to say it at this point, because that's all that's coming to mind, is I had to learn more about, being financially smart about my finances and learning how to invest in different things like that. So I had to take some courses and read some books and definitely, learn what I needed to do in order to become financially content where I want to be. So so that did take some time for me to do this and to become knowledgeable in this area. And then the manifestation did come. So, it does take some time. It's going to take some practice and everything that you would want. And especially for these bigger things, like this financial abundance, it's going to take some time for God to work it all out and to bring it to fruition for you. So don't, if you don't see it, some people say, oh, well, you can do this in 3 days, or you can get this in a week, or, whatever. Just, it's going to take some time. It took over a year, probably a year and a half, for this all to work out in the way that it was supposed to, right? Because everything is in God's timing, and it wasn't meant for me to have it any sooner than what I already have. And I'm content with that, and I was able to, the funny part of this is, I was just cooking last week I was cooking and I'm like, oh, it would be amazing to manifest $250,000, right? And, then a light bulb went off in my head and it said, hey, Cassie, you already did manifest $250,000. So, that was like an awe moment, because I know, like I said earlier, that amount, the financial abundant amounts was more than what I wrote down, but it didn't like click that it was actually a quarter, of $1 million that I manifested into my life. So, I am working on some other things. I don't want to really talk about that really right now because I don't want to jinx myself. But, I am working on manifesting different things and more financial abundance into my life. So I'll make another video about that when the time is right. And then I've also have been, manifesting healing and growth for my children. And so I have 4 kids, 2 older kids and 2 younger kids. And, so for my older kids, I was manifesting growth and healing and everything for them, and also like abundance, financial abundance. So they ended up getting better. My daughter ended up getting like a new job with a whole new company and more of a career position than she had previously. So yay, I was excited about that. My son, he actually got a promotional position for where he was working. So that is also great. Glad for him. And then, my younger daughter, she's going to be a senior in high school next year. And we, she was chosen to receive a 4-year scholarship to a college that she's like had her heart on, so she had to do some work on her end because, she had to write an essay and apply for it and stuff. And it was all great, but she definitely, got that. And then for my youngest son, he's been struggling a little bit academically and with his social skills, and we've been working on some stuff, and he's been made a lot of progress in those areas, and so he's doing really well in that dynamic. So it's great. And then, if you haven't seen my video from last week, I did manifest a new apartment. So I'm moving in just a few weeks to my new place, and it's in a new town. So my son will also be going to a new school. So, I'm hoping for more positivity from that and just being in a different environment. So that is, amazing. So, these are just some of the things that I have manifested, and now I'm working on, getting my businesses up and going, because honestly, maybe some people can do it, but honestly, going through everything that I've been like healing and just, things have to come in waves, right? Like you can't, some people say, oh, I manifested everything, a whole new life. And maybe that whole new life wasn't everything that I had to go through to get my new life. So maybe that was the case for them. But for me, going through the healing journey, going through my divorce, selling my home, finding a new place to live, within reasonable timing from my house being sold and stuff like that, it all took a bit of time, and to go through the process and to be completely, what I'm going to radically accept is my completely healed. I'm not going to say that I'm not healed or that I'm healed a little bit. Nope, I'm radically accepting that I'm fully healed, and that's just my belief and what I'm going to believe going, forward in my life. Because the manifestation process is your thought process, right? So if you are thinking negative thoughts about your situation, about you, about your relationships, whatever it is, you're going to attract more negativity of that thing. So, you're definitely, if you want to manifest good stuff in your life or you want to manifest change, do not think negatively over your life, because if you are thinking negative thoughts and just have this victim mindset and stuff like that, you're gonna just stay there and you're gonna keep on manifesting bad things into your life. And then you wonder like, wow. And that's exactly, that used to be me. And so I used to just manifest the same stuff over and over and over because I kept on, complaining and being in that, kind of that victim mindset that I used to be in prior to my healing journey and stuff. So, don't do that. And always, have that gratitude, even for the smallest things, like, that you have, it doesn't matter. Because if you can't be thankful for the little, then you're definitely not going to be able to be thankful for the big, and you won't get there. So it is important for you to make these mind shifts in your thought processes and what you truly believe for yourself. And, start small. Like, manifest things that are smaller so then you can start building your belief with this, right? Because even though that I manifested this healing journey, and, I did do good with that and different things like that, I was still having like a hard time for a while believing that this money was going to come to me, because I had this mindset around money that, oh, like, I don't know, I've been told my whole life money doesn't grow on trees, that we can't just go out and pick it, and, just different low vibrational thoughts of like lack, right? The mindset of lack around money. So I had to really do some work, and I'm still kind of in the process of doing that work around it to say, there is an abundant amount of money. It's not that it is scarce, right? There is so much of it out there. So we can't think that it's a scarcity thing. That's just something that, I don't know, for whatever reason, so many families say, because maybe they heard it from their parents and, that's just what they thought and stuff like that. So just, you have to try to change that mindset of that you are wealthy, that you are abundant, that money is so easy to get, and that you can have anything that you want. And it is so true. You can have anything you want. There is a ton of millionaires out there. There's billionaires out there. Don't think that you can't, because why not? Why can't it be you? If it can be them, why can't it be you? And that's what I had to tell myself. If it can be them, why can't it be me? It's our mindset, right? That we think that we can't. So stop thinking that you can't, because you can. And, I'm in the process of I'll tell you this, right? I'm in the process of hiring, I'm going to hire like a mentor to help with my business and, my money mindset and stuff like that. So this mentor that I'm looking to hire, she has already brought in what I want, right? So she's created the life that I want. So I'm going to hire her to be my mentor, because you don't really want to, if you're going to hire a coach or something like that, I would make sure that that person that you are hiring actually has what you want and has the life that you want, and if they can't show receipts and they can't really, you can't really tell. I mean, I guess some people can lie or whatnot, but I'm just saying, like, do your research and stuff like that before you just say, oh, you know what, they make it sound so easy, right? Oh, you're gonna get what you want just in a few short days or weeks or whatever, but if they don't have the credentials, or not even the credentials, but if they don't have the receipts of what they were able to manifest. Like if you want to manifest a financial abundance, but they're not financial abundance, but they're saying that they are, like, that's something that you're going to have to, figure out. But that's what I'm saying. So, you always want to look up to and have the mentors of people who have created the life that you want. You don't want to hire somebody who doesn't have that life, because if they have not truly created that life for themselves, then they probably aren't going to be able to create it for you or help you create it, honestly. So I just wanted to, come on and share my manifestation journey and all the great things that have been, that I have been able to manifest on this new journey of becoming, my best self. And, this new apartment is going to actually even be more, it's going to be like helpful to truly create my new person, right? Because I am manifesting a new version of myself. So my old version doesn't really exist anymore. So when I go to my new place in my new town, I can flourish more to be this new me, this new version of me. So it kind of goes with the whole entire restarting, rebuilding process that I'm currently going through. So, I hope that you have taken something out of this that was useful for you, and that it may have resonated with you. And, just if you're in the process of, if you're new, or even if you've been in it for a while, you definitely want to make sure that you are staying positive about it, even though that it's not showing up in your life right at this moment. It's going to take some time for it to come to fruition for you. So just stay positive, keep working on your mindset, and don't have such an emotional attachment, right? You can't be so fixated on this amount of money or this situation. You have to just let it, you want it, that's great, but don't hold on to it, because if you hold on to it, it's not going to come. It's going to actually run away from you, money and all. Money is a vibration. So, everything's a vibration. So you want to, if you want the money to flow to you and stuff like that, you have to not grab it with your all that you have, because the more that you're trying to pull it to you, the more it's going to repel against you. So I hope that is helpful. And, if you have any questions, leave your questions below, and I'll be happy to answer any questions that you may have. And have a great day. Thanks. Bye.